Today I'm going to show you how to make a cross charm like these. You can put it on a necklace, a bracelet, or a dog collar, like I did here. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure your loom is set up like this, so there's two that are even and then this one that is different. So I'm going to make a red cross, so what you're going to want to do is just go straight up on the part that is straight with each other, and you're going to want to go up 7, so there's 4, 5, 6, and 7, so it should just be 7 going up straight. Now you want to come back down to this end, the one right next to it, and go up another 7, like you did over there. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you should have 2 rows of 7 just going straight up. So the next thing you want to do is go past these first 3 pegs, and on the 4th peg from the beginning, push your rubber bands down. Now what you want to do is take your hook and 2 of the same color rubber bands and twist them onto your hook 3 times, so they should be wrapped around 3 times. Now take 2 of the same color again and get them hooked on like this and bring it over the hook, but a lot of the times it goes like this and you have extra, so you just sort of have to take those off with your fingers and then get it hooked on like this. So there should be 4 rubber bands on here. Now what you're going to want to do is place those 4 rubber bands on one end of where you push them down and make sure that this part is sticking out. So now you're going to want to do that again. So get your rubber band around your hook 3 times, and then take 2 of the same color again and make sure they're both hooked on and get them over. And it's okay if they don't all go over or you have to start over. So yeah. And this is probably the trickiest part of this whole thing, so don't get frustrated. So once you have the 4, I'm sorry, I didn't realize there was one more left on here, but get the 4 on and then get it hooked onto here and make sure that they're both facing out. So now you're going to want to push these down because you still have a few more rubber bands to place. So now take your next rubber band and twist it on itself like this, and then you're going to want to skip this first one, then go on to the second one and place it over these 2. And now you're going to want to do this going all the way to the end, so twist it on itself and over. And you still want to go over those, even though you have all of those rubber bands on there. So you just want to keep going until the end. So now last one, and make sure you're only twisting it on twice and that you're using the same rubber band. So it should look like this with no rubber bands on these 2. So now flip your loom around so the arrows are facing you, and you're going to want to stick your hook through this part and reach back and hook this rubber band going forward. So now reach past these 2, grab this rubber band and bring your hook forward, and you're going to want to keep doing this until the end, so just keep bringing it forward. And now this part is really tricky because you kind of have to reach past all of those rubber bands and make sure you're only grabbing this one rubber band that I just hooked over there. So again, pass those two, bring it up and around, and now, so your first row should look like this. So now you want to come back to the end and grab these two and bring them forward, and and again bring these forward, and make sure you're getting past all of the corners. And sorry if I'm going a little fast, I've just had lots of practice making these. And now reach past all of those and only grab the bottom one, bring it around the corners and forward. So past these two, bring them forward, and now your last one like this. So your loom should look like this now. And what you're going to want to do is take the two rubber bands on this peg and take them off and bring them up and around to this peg. So now you can use the same color that you've been using, but I'm going to use blue because that's the color I'm going to use for my bracelet. And what you're going to want to do is stick it through here and extend it out, and now hook it on and bring it through all of these rubber bands, and then pull it to the front. And so you should have it on your hook like this. So now you're going to want to tie a knot with it, so you want to take this front one and bring it all the way back behind this one, and now grab the one that's in front now and pull it tight. So you should have a little knot there. Now you can take it off the loom, and it should hold together, but you might have to just like sort of play with it a little bit so it looks how you want it to. But it should look like this. So now to get it onto a bracelet, you're going to want to flip your loom around again so the arrows are facing you, and you're going to use these two rows of pegs now and just lay them out like you're going to place a normal single. So you just want to keep going, and you can use whatever colors you want for this. And like I did with the one on my dog, I used more than one color on the cross itself, so it had sort of a checkerboard pattern with the blue that I'm using right now and a dark green. So yeah, you just want to keep doing this all the way until the end, and then if you're going to make it into a necklace, you're going to want to do this, but then add two more bracelet length of like singles, and then that's how big mine is, but you can do it however long you want it. So again, just keep going until the end, but I'm just gonna stop here now. So now what you're gonna do is turn your loom sideways, and you want to try to find the middle, so I'm gonna just say it's right here and push these down, and now I'm gonna take this blue rubber band up here and just hook it on to this peg because I think that this is really in the middle. So now you want to turn your loom so the arrows are facing you, and just hook it like you would for a normal single. So pass those rubber bands and then bring it forward, And once you get up to the cross, it's going to be a little tricky just for those few that you hook up there. So it's okay if it doesn't work the first time, but it's always okay to just go back and redo it. So you just hook the one like you're going to do before, just normally, and now you have to reach past that one that is connected to the cross and just bring it up and hook it like this, so it should be hooked in to your bracelet or necklace now. And you just want to keep going all the way until the end, and make sure that you're getting your rubber bands around the corners. And you can make this as long or short as you want, and actually I'm just going to stop there. So what you're going to want to do now is take the one on this peg right here and stretch it out so it's over on 2 pegs now, and take your C-clip and hook it on to those 2 rubber bands right there, and now start taking it off, and then get it connected to this one right here and finish taking it off. And here is your Rainbow Loom cross charm connected to a bracelet. Thanks for watching. Bye.